Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Booze, Tattoos, and
Heavy metal.
today on Booze, Tattoos, and Heavy Metal, what do we got today?
We're going to talk about the rock hammering terrorist scare and the London terror attacks. Really briefly though, we don't want to bring everybody down. We have some new music to talk about from Wednesday 13 and Rex Brown. We're also going to talk about the Maiden and Ghost tour, Prophets of Rage versus Rage Against the Machine. Some Guns N' Roses, Ozzy and Zakk, and this week especially we have a double fuck you.
Fuck you.
So thanks for watching, guys, and let's get this shit started.
Let's fucking go.
Alright guys, thanks for watching our YouTube show again here. As always, we're going to be sipping on a beer today. It's hot here again, so today I have brought along a good beer. It's one that is pretty famous. It's like a spin-off from a famous beer.
Nice.
Its predecessor is Guinness. Today we're going to be drinking...
Why isn't it working?
The fuck is this shit?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Give me a second. Fuck. Just take my rings off. Hold on a second. Just get fucking warmed up here. Ready? Fucking worked for me, buddy.
I hate it. I hate it how he does that. Anyhow, guys, today we're drinking Guinness Blonde American Lager. I'm trying to pick something this week that is available all over the place so you guys can taste it if we like it. So let's crack these bad boys open here, Joel, and see what they taste like.
What are they? Twist off or?
That I don't
Nope,
know.
they're not.
I have not had these before, so.
Cool little bottle opener from Hard Rock.
Nice, nice.
Ace of Spades. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Thanks, sir.
American lager. Now, why would it be an American lager? But
Yeah,
it's made. Yeah, so it's made in the USA. So it's not made in.
So what they've
In
done then is
Ireland.
they've stolen the Guinness name and profited off it, which is okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
Not bad.
That's not bad at all. Have you ever had it before?
No, this is the first time.
No, it's got a bit of a Guinness taste to it.
Yeah, no, it's not bad
Definitely.
at all. I don't know if I could drink much more than 2 or 3 of them, to be honest with you, but it's decent. It's decent. So check it out, guys. It's not terrible at all.
And we're gonna drink 3 of them today. If
All
we
right.
get through this whole fucking thing.
We will. So first thing, again, it always seems like we start off the show with bad news, but it just seems to be happening all the time lately here. This time it's affected a rock festival, Rock Am Ring. They had a terrorist scare on day 1 of their festival, which is the night Rammstein was supposed to perform and headline. They had to evacuate the whole grounds.
I saw the picture.
Yeah, I guess they got through day 2 and 3 or whatever else, but unfortunately it's really starting to hit home even with the metal community. These fucking assholes in ISIS or whoever, they don't care. And as we all know, they had that shit in London where they got the people on the bridge and the restaurant and stuff, and I don't know what needs to be done to stop this, unfortunately, but I don't know. This one just left me speechless again. I don't know how we can combat it, but I guess the thing is, if you see somebody doing some shady shit, or if you're somebody who knows one of these guys and is like, oh, I don't want to say anything, please say something, because you
Yeah, we
could
have to
save a
work
life.
together. We have to work together, I think, as a community, as a country, as humanity in a whole, because the people that are doing this shit, they really aren't human. It's
They're scumbag pieces of
it's
shit.
beyond human. There's no emotion to anything. Unfortunately, this has become a part of our news that it's almost we're kind of numb to the whole thing now, where this has become something that happens every day.
Yeah, it's sad, and I wish it was. If these guys want to be so tough, you ISIS motherfuckers, if you want to be so tough, put your guns down and your little bomb straps down. If you want to put these up,
Fight like a fucking man.
exactly, man. If you're so tough, don't use weapons. If you want to fight people, come and fight people. I'll fucking fight you, but don't use guns and shit. You're not tough. You're a bunch of cowardice pricks, and it's frustrating to me. It's upsetting, and I know one of the girls in the London attacks was from where we're from. She was from Castlegar, BC, I believe, and it's getting a little close to home for us now, and it's sad. And I feel bad for all the families affected and the lives lost. So rest in peace to all those
Rest in peace. Yep.
that are affected. And yeah, it's just sad. So let's try and be better to everybody here, folks.
Yeah.
On a better note for our next one.
Oh, happy fucking birthday to Nico McBrain.
Up the irons.
Oh, fuck yes. Of Iron Maiden. 65 years old. Happy fucking birthday. I have been to Rock and Roll Ribs, really, really cool place in Florida. If nobody knows what Rock and Roll Ribs is, that is Nico McBrain's restaurant. It's a rib place. Oh man, cheap, and they give you like huge portions.
Nice.
And it's super cheap, man. We had a couple of people. Well, we had a big table of people, and I think we picked a platter. It was between me and 3 other people, Stephanie and 2 other guys that were sitting with us, and we could not finish the platter. It was fucking huge, and it was like $30 or $40 or something like that, and it was super cheap. And happy birthday, Nico McBrain. One of the most influential drummers in our history, for sure.
65 years old. He's like a fine wine, gets better with age. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep touring, and happy birthday, man.
Yeah.
So moving on, our next topic is some new music review. We're not going to review a full album today. We're going to do a couple new songs that we listened to that we thought were cool. The first one I'll introduce, it's Wednesday 13. I'm sure you guys have heard of him. He was in the Murder Dolls and a bunch of other bands. He's got a new album out called Condolences. The song we're listening to today was Cruel to You. I really liked it personally. I think he's found a little bit of a harder edge to himself, and he's doing the shock rock thing, which I'm a fan of personally, like a Rob Zombie-ish kind of thing. I thought it was a good jam. What did you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're going to play a couple of seconds of it here.
I just want to hurt you, beat you black and blue. I just want to be so cruel to you.
So anyway, have you seen Wednesday 13 in concert?
I have not personally.
No. We got the opportunity to see them in Counts Vamped in Las Vegas. Really good show. Super good. Stephanie, my wife, she's a huge fan of them, so we were front row center, and it was a really good show, actually. I never even knew who they were until they sang the song Fuck You. And then I realized exactly who they were, because I had heard that song before, because working on my radio station a long time ago, Mechanics of Rock, we would sing, or we would try to play songs that had the word fuck in them. Mm-hmm. And that was one of them. I always had it on my computer, didn't know who it was, didn't care who it was. It was just the song was badass.
Nice.
And, but yeah, so didn't know who they were until they played that song. But they are amazing live. If you guys have a chance to check them out, definitely check them out. I know they're on tour. They're coming here. If they haven't come here already.
I think they were here already, but that's okay.
Yeah. So definitely check it out, Wednesday 13. The next video we're about to throw up, and like I said, guys, it's only a couple seconds of a video. We don't want to make the show too long, but Rex Brown has a new song out called Train Song off his upcoming album Smoke on This. And Rex Brown, if you don't know, obviously former bassist of Pantera.
You should know if you're a metalhead, by the way.
Absolutely, you guys should know who Rex Brown is. That should be a household name for you fuckers. I'm not even sure if he's with Kill Devil Hill anymore, but
maybe he's just throwing out his own shit.
Yeah, apparently this is a solo album from Rex Brown, so check out this song, Train Song.
If I say some wrong, I might not make it back. Yeah, we all get away underground. So here we are to find a way to calm down.
That was really good, man. I think that's going to be a good album. I'm definitely going to check it out. So now we're going to move into some just different thoughts, random thoughts. Something I heard when they first came out, and I was kind of against it because I was a big Rage Against the Machine fan, Prophets of Rage. I know you haven't heard a ton of it.
No.
I've heard most of what they put out. A lot of it's just like rehashes of Rage Against the Machine songs or Cypress Hill songs. Being a hip-hop guy too, because I like my old school hip-hop, it's not bad. I don't know if they're going to be anywhere, well, actually, no, sorry. They won't be as big as Rage Against the Machine. They won't be.
You can only do it once.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But to hear Rage songs with Chuck D and Be Real singing, or vice versa, hear a Cypress Hill song with Chuck D on it and the Rage band in the background, it's pretty good, man. Like, It's nothing that I'm going to rush out and buy, but to fire it on at a mix at a party, or if we're just sitting around shooting the shit, it's not bad. Well, the first Rage album, that was the first CD I ever bought, which tells you how old I am. But I'll never forget getting that CD and rushing home to put it in my brand new CD player ghetto blaster thing. And I was just floored. Like they still to me are an iconic, great band. I wish Zakk would rejoin and make another disc. I think they still have a lot of life in them.
Yeah.
But whatever, he's doing his own thing, and that's fine. But yeah, Prophets of Rage. If you haven't heard much of them, check them out. They're not going to be for everybody. They're a little hip hop-ish, but if you just want some good jams when you're hanging out drinking some beers, check it out for sure.
So are they covering some Rage songs?
They do both. They have a couple of their own songs, and then they cover.
Which begs the question: if you replace the lead singer, do they become a cover band?
No, I wouldn't call them a cover band because they have their own tracks too.
That's true.
Maybe a tribute.
That's true.
Maybe a tribute band.
Okay, so Sublime featuring Rome. Is that a cover band?
No, because they replaced their singer.
Yeah.
Which is bullshit, because I think Sublime should have just left it alone. Like,
I think so too. I think so too. After
I would say they replaced their singer, and away they went, right? Like, I mean, look at Iron Maiden; they've had 3 singers. Look at other bands that do that, right? So
yeah. Oh yeah. Well, definitely. But yeah. But I mean, throughout the years, Iron Maiden has definitely. They don't do.
Well, Bruce is their best singer for sure.
Many previous Iron Maiden songs in a set anymore. They do Iron Maiden.
Yeah,
that was the last song that I heard. That was actually probably the only song that I heard that was off of the old stuff. So
I guess kind of like Crew, they don't play any fucking songs that weren't Vince Neil. Sorry, Vince Neil, not Vince Neil. He looks like he needs another fucking
Vince
meal.
Yeah.
But that's another story for another.
No neck, son of a bitch.
So our next topic here is one that it's great, but it sucks for me because this is 2 of my favorite bands. Iron Maiden, and Ghost started their U.S. tour. Unfortunately, there's no Pacific Northwest dates, so I won't be able to fucking see either of them, even though I've seen Maiden every time they've come to Vancouver in the last 15 years, and Ghost one time, but they were fantastic, which I've already talked about on the show.
Since you started talking about them, I definitely want to go check them out.
Yeah, man, they put on a great show. They're also in the news too, I guess. Tobias
I'm gonna throw
Forge
a picture of his Halloween costume.
I went as Papa last year, so yeah. So anyway, Ghost is in the news right now here. Tobias Forge, who is Papa Emeritus, is being sued by former band members who he, I guess, replaced is the right word, maybe. He has studio people playing the music on the album, and then he has revolving tour musicians. Some of the guys who did the first couple albums are pissed because he decided to change the road lineup, and they want their cut, but I guess all the stuff was signed to Tobias's name or whatever, and they're suing him because now Ghost is blowing up and making a shitload of money.
Oh, wow.
And he's saying, well, fuck you, you signed this deal with me, that's your own fault. I understand both ways, I get it, man. But if he came up with the gimmick and the name and wrote the music, then sorry, guys. But
if they signed into a record deal,
exactly.
If they signed a contract, then it kind of reminds me of when Creedence Clearwater or the record label for Creedence sued John Fogerty for sounding too much like John Fogerty when he did his solo career. It's fucked up.
It is.
It's really fucked up. The music industry is just completely fucked right up.
Yep.
And when you really get down to brass taxes of really how it works, it's completely fucked.
So if you're an aspiring musician out there, if you're in a band and you guys are getting scouted by record labels or whatever, be careful what you sign. Do not sign your life away. Pool your money, hire a lawyer, make sure you're not getting fucked over. Do the right thing. Don't give your talent away for free. Make sure you're covered, because that's the worst.
First of all, read Zakk Wylde's book, Bringing Metal to the Children.
Yes.
Because that will tell you a lot about how the music industry works. I know it's a lot about fisting prostates and shit like that, but you just got to read through the lines. But
the man root of doom.
But he definitely lays it out exactly how it actually works, and you do get fucked. So you got to be careful out there.
Definitely.
Don't sign a
So,
contract until you have like a lawyer or something go
yeah,
over it. Or
all you aspiring musicians, make sure to cover your ass, man.
Yeah,
Don't give your
definitely.
talent away for free. Make sure to cover your ass. Next topic. Excuse me. Guns N' Roses is rumored to be making new music. How do you feel about that?
as long as it doesn't take long as Chinese democracy, we should be okay. Axl's voice isn't there as it used to be.
The original band isn't there as it used to be.
Yeah, I mean, you always lose that, that old sound. You're never going to get back to that. It's the same thing as Metallica. They don't sound like Metallica from the 80s. They sound like Metallica from the 2000s.
No, I hear you, but for me, Guns N' Roses is one of those classic bands where I don't think they need new music.
I don't think so either.
It's the same with a band like Maiden. Although their latest CD was not terrible, you don't need new music. You have a good back catalog. People don't want to hear new shit. They want to hear your hits, the stuff they grew up with. So for me, I'll give it a listen when it comes out, and it probably won't be terrible, but it'll never be Appetite for Destruction or Use Your Illusion.
No, I don't think they could ever get back
Any
to
of that
that.
stuff,
In fact,
so.
Appetite for Destruction was a great album. We talked about this last episode, but Use Your Illusions 1 and 2 were absolutely amazing.
Yep, I agree. I agree.
One of my two of my favorite albums, like one of my top 20 favorite albums of all time, I would have to say. Just two solid great albums. And then they went to the Spaghetti Incident,
Yeah, it was downhill.
and it
from
was
there.
like blah, done.
Next topic here is one I know is both near and dear to our hearts.
Yeah, moving on. Let's move on.
Ozzy Osbourne has reunited with Zakk Wylde for this
Absolutely.
tour.
So excited about this.
Hopefully they have a Seattle or Vancouver date so we can go.
Yes, absolutely.
I know the first date with Zakk is July 14th, I believe. This is great news to me. Not that Gus G was bad. Gus G was fine, but it's great to see Ozzy and Zakk back together again. I'm not sure if Zakk is going to have BLS opening for Ozzy, which he's done in the past, but it'll just be cool to go see that. They're like Batman and Robin almost.
I want to see them. I haven't seen them. I've been told that they just kick ass together.
Yeah,
and one of the reasons
it's pretty
why
wicked.
Ozzy let him go was because he was, well, I mean, I guess it's a rumor, but it's one of the reasons why Ozzy let him go was because he was the show.
Well, yeah.
I mean, if anyone has ever seen Zakk, he's a showman.
Yep, for sure.
And he
For sure.
steals the show. So I can see that. Fortunately enough, Zakk got his shit together after being booted from Ozzy and worked on his personal problems and spent all his time working towards what made Black Label so great. But yeah, it would be very interesting to see again, or see for the first time, because I really, really want to see Zakk and Ozzy together.
It's pretty wicked, man.
I really do hope
it's
that they
pretty
come close to us. I would go down to Vegas or so for them.
Yep, yep, for sure.
That's probably the furthest I would go to see them.
Yep.
It's really good news. I'm really happy about it, and I hope that it's an avenue into them just being together.
Yeah,
again.
no, for sure. He belongs in that band. Randy Rhoads, if you don't know much about Zakk, Randy Rhoads was Zack's idol. It's only fitting he tours with Ozzy and is Ozzy's guitarist. He fills in more than admirably for Randy, I think. If they're in your city, go check them out. You won't have a bad time, I can guarantee you that much. Now, into the final segment of the show. This is what we mentioned at the front of the show, the all-awaiting double fuck you. First off, I'm going to start because this guy really pissed me off here. Chester Bennington from Linkin Park, you prick. So, I don't know if anybody was into the rock rap thing. I was, personally. I liked it. Hybrid Theory from Linkin Park was a great album. He was angry. He was pissed off. It was their first album. Their second album was good too. Their third album was not bad. And then I think Chester and the boys there and Mike Shinoda got a taste of the coin. And they went really soft. And their recent release, I don't even know what it's called because it's shit. I've heard the singles on it, and it's pop. And sorry, Chester had a lot of backlash. Well, actually, Linkin Park had a lot of backlash online about it from guys like me saying, "What the fuck's wrong with you? Like, this is garbage." And he basically told us all to go fuck ourselves and to fuck off. Sorry, Chester. I paid hard-earned money to buy your CDs and go to your concert and support your band. You go fuck off. Because you made garbage music. You basically left all the fans that followed you through all these years listening to your hard music because that's what we like, and now you're making pop songs, you little bitch. So
you have one of the best voices in fucking rock and roll, you motherfucker.
Exactly,
and
exactly.
You should not be fucking selling out to the fucking just to make fucking money, you piece of shit.
And that's what you're doing,
Seriously.
dude. Because I'm telling you right now, if you kept making hard rock music or metal music, guys like Joel and I would follow you. But now you're making this pop garbage, and you're saying it's a progression. It's not a progression, man. You were a rock band, now you're a pussy band. Sorry, Chester, don't tell me to go fuck off. I gave you my money, you bitch. You go fuck off and start making good music again. And if you do, I will come back to your band. But for now, fuck you.
I'm pretty sure that the album before that was the album when they started doing the techno shit in it.
Yeah.
And it was, I couldn't hear an instrument.
Yep.
And Stephanie and I were like, what the fuck? Like, I don't hear a guitar. I don't hear anything. All I hear is keyboards and fucking...
I'll tell you, when it happened is they sold their song or started making music when they weren't on the Transformers soundtrack.
Oh, okay.
And that was just because they got a little taste of the coin from the movies, and they were all like, oh, this is great, this is fantastic, let's get more of it. And they started making this poppy shit music. Sorry, guys, I can't be a fan anymore. And then you tell me to go fuck myself or fuck off or whatever it is you said?
You don't do that to your fans.
Sorry. You're done, buddy. I'm done with you. I'm done with your shitty fucking band. Go play to your little 12-year-old girls. Fuck off. So, who's our next one? Who's the double fuck you?
Okay, the double fuck you is to one of the most overrated bands I have ever heard in my life. Do you want... It's System of a fucking Down.
Blast off, it's party time. Awful. They're awful.
Oh
and I know there's
God.
a lot of you guys out there that like this band, and I don't understand why.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I do understand why. The band itself, the music's good. The music's great. The problem is, one of their lead singers looks like Kramer from Seinfeld with a big long goatee, and the other guy sings like he's got a fucking guy stepping on his nuts.
I was gonna say he looked like a suicide bomber, but you know,
Same shit.
whatever.
Same shit.
I'm at risk of offending people.
No,
I don't
Jerry.
give a fuck, but yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand people who think this is one of the best metal bands ever. They're not. Give your head a shake. Their lyrics are uncreative. They're not well written at all. The vocals are terrible at best.
Well, I showed you Prison Song just before we did this song.
I've never heard...
Or just before we did the show.
I'll be honest. I've never been a fan, and I've never heard Prison Song before, and Joel made me listen to it. That is one of the worst metal songs I've ever heard. I would rather listen to cats fucking each other. I don't know. It's terrible. I'm sorry. Serge Tankian, you're not talented, buddy. You're not at all. You're not. So, I don't know.
Yeah, him and the other fucking goof that sings over it.
Well,
just absolutely
sings
horrible. Yeah, sing.
over it.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. But it's cat screams or whatever
Yeah.
you want to. Yeah, just horrible.
It
horrible
sounds like
fucking
somebody
music.
stepping on his nuts.
You guys
It's
should
terrible.
never have had a fucking record deal.
No,
I
you
don't
really
know
should
how
have.
you got it.
You're garbage. You're
But
garbage.
you got it.
You're garbage.
I perhaps you guys just came in at the right time where people were just begging for something different, and
Yeah.
you were the ones. But you never should have got a record deal, and you suck balls. Lick my bag.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Anyhow, guys, that's going to do it for episode 3. Thank you for watching. I just want to give a shout out to all of our followers out there. You followed us on Instagram. We need more subscribers on the YouTube channel. We want to do some cool shit for you, but
We have a
need those.
Facebook page as well.
Yep, we do now.
Yes.
We're out there on Facebook, Boobs, Tattoos, Heavy Metal, but keep subscribing, keep watching, tell your friends. We want to do some real cool stuff. I want to give a shout out to Sullen Clothing. Thank you for making good clothing and supporting tattoo artists. A lot of my friends are tattoo artists, and I know they appreciate it. Keep doing what you're doing, Sullen. You're doing good stuff. I also want to give a shout out to a local band called Without Mercy. We're going to feature some more of their stuff on next week's show. DJ Temple, he's in that band. He's a very positive guy. He's a go-getter. Go check him out. He's going to be doing big things. So check out Without Mercy. They got a lot of stuff on YouTube. They're a little hard, but if you like the hard stuff, I think you'll like them. And that does it from my end, Joel.
I think that's pretty much it, man. We wrapped it up. Everybody leave a comment in the section below how you're liking the show, how any recommendations or anything like that you want us to do. Positive, negative,
Yeah, let us know.
anything.
Let us
Just
know.
let us know in the comment section below. Also, our email is in the link below, and you can email us any any of your unsigned music or anything like that, and we can play the entire song on the show.
We're more than happy to feature unsigned bands for sure. 'Cause
Absolutely.
we can play your song or video longer. I know that the signed bands don't like that shit, but if you're unsigned and you want a little bit of a forum to get your music out there, we'll help you out. Also in the next couple episodes, we're going to have some awesome giveaways here.
Yes.
One is a Chris Adler autograph tour laminate. We have some other stuff. Chris Adler from Lamb of God. There'll be some other stuff coming up, guys. So keep tuned. Tell your friends. Get subscribing. Get liking. Get commenting. And we'll see you soon, okay?
Share that shit. So remember, guys, comment, like, subscribe, and share. And we will see you guys in the next fucking episode of Booze, Tattoos, and
Heavy metal.